morning on Sunrise Early News. Melbourne manhunt, a gunman on the run after two teenagers were shot in Collingwood. Airport strike fury, more than 1,000 workers to walk off the job ahead of the Australia Day long weekend. Queensland storm chaos, a childcare centre struck by a falling tree, plus a heat wave warning as temperatures soar today. And the Prime Minister promises thousands of dollars to Aussie workers, hoping to spark a boom in tradies.
Live across Australia, this is Sunrise Early News.
Good morning to breaking news in Melbourne, and a gunman is on the run after two people were shot near the CBD overnight. Police say their suspect opened fire at a group of people at Collingwood before 1 o'clock. Two boys aged 15 and 17 were found with gunshot wounds. The pair were rushed to a nearby hospital with serious injuries. A manhunt right now is underway to find the shooter. More than 1,000 ground staff will walk off the job at airports right across the country this morning in a bitter fight for higher pay and better working conditions. The workers are part of the DNATA group, who make up part of the Qantas supply chain. It's understood the work stoppages will kick it off at 6 a.m. in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane. Travellers are being urged to check their flights for any impacts or delays. A massive clean-up effort is underway in Queensland after the state was slammed by an intense summer storm. Tall trees were torn by wind gusts of 93 kilometres an hour. There were also frightening close calls for two tradies at Kingscliff after a tree fell near their car.
Oh. It missed about 4 people, that tree.
Wow, panic was sparked at a Tweed Heads childcare centre when a massive tree came crashing down early yesterday morning. Heat wave conditions are ramping up again today across the state, temperatures in some parts nearing 40 degrees. A second person has been arrested following a failed firebombing attempt on a synagogue in Sydney's inner west. The 37-year-old was dragged out of his hotel in Darling Harbour and is currently in police custody. Outrage is also growing in the community after a man involved in a separate anti-Semitic attack was sentenced to just 10 months behind bars.
Is that enough of a deterrent?
No, but again, the courts of law will determine that.
Police across the country have declared that they'll hold monthly meetings to work together, tackling the recent surge in hate crimes. 2 men have been charged after the shocking assault of an off-duty police officer in Sydney's inner west. It's alleged the pair repeatedly attacked and kicked the man, leaving him unconscious in Newtown. A second man was also injured after trying to break up the altercation. Both alleged attackers are facing a raft of charges, including assault occasioning bodily harm. The search continues for a third man who is still on the run this morning. The Victorian government could be on the verge of a breakthrough in the long-running pay dispute with the state's police force. Polling shows more than half of police could be ready to reluctantly approve an agreement endorsing a revised wage deal. The Police Association wanted a 24% increase over 4 years. The latest offer is a 4.5% per year. The force will likely go to a formal ballot. Fire crews in North Queensland have taken the upper hand against a massive blaze at a waste facility in Cairns. The huge fire broke out at the Bedminster Alternative Waste Treatment Facility, which started around 8 o'clock, sending huge towers of smoke right across the city and shutting down nearby roads. The Portsmouth Transfer Station is closed today as crews investigate the cause of the blaze. No one was injured in the fire. Parents are on high alert after 2 cars with children inside were stolen in a regional town in WA. 2 toddlers were abandoned on a Kalgoorlie road after a suspect allegedly sped off with both in the back seat. The same person allegedly stole a second vehicle with another child inside.
For a child that age, to think and have the foresight to get out of the vehicle when it was moving is an incredibly brave act by that child.
The child was reunited with his mother. The man was arrested a short time later. Police in South Australia are today hunting a thug wanted over a sickening attack on a woman sleeping rough in Adelaide's CBD. Vision obtained by 7 News shows the coward throwing a glass bottle at her head, then laughing with his mates as she screams in terror.
She could have been very, very seriously injured, if not killed.
They're just dogs. They are just dogs. They're cowards, they're dogs.
Residents in the area say that attacks like these are all too common. The Prime Minister is expected to unveil a massive cash splash today, encouraging Australians to complete their apprenticeships in the construction sector. Would-be tradies will receive $5,000 to $2,000 payments across 3 years to help boost numbers in the industry. It's part of Labor's efforts to deliver their pre-election promise to build 1.2 million new homes across the country by 2029. Concert goers have been hurt in a ceiling fall at Melbourne's Festival Hall. A confetti blast triggered pieces of the ceiling to drop during the first stop on the Bad Omens tour. Ambulance crews weren't called, but fans have taken to social media describing how 2 girls suffered minor injuries. The alternative rock band seemed unaware of the incident as the concert drew to a close. Tonight's second show is sold out. A Perth man has been accused of pretending to be a firefighter. Police say a 60-year-old from Forestfield had been wearing overalls and a helmet with a DFES label on it. Police also allege that he's been driving a ute carrying reflective stickers, flashing lights and sirens. He's due in court next month, charged with impersonating a public officer. More than 100 Rivers stores will close across Australia after its parent company failed to find a new buyer. 650 staff are set to lose their jobs from April, with individual stores expected to close at different times. Shoppers are being encouraged to purchase discounted items at local stores or via its website. Well, with the holidays winding down, parents are now scrambling to get kids ready for the classroom. The rush to get all those school supplies can be stressful and very expensive. But this morning, we've got a good guide on where to find the best back-to-school deals.
Still on their staycation, the Scotts have back-to-school supplies sorted.
We usually do nearly all our shopping online.
On one pass to compare prices from some of Australia's biggest retailers, then shipping all items before they arrive home.
I don't have to go through that craziness with the kids.
Her best find was on Officeworks, where exercise books, rulers, water bottles and glue sticks are all under 50 cents each. On Catch, refurbished Apple iPhones and iPads start from $140.
Lunchbox fillers, so buying groceries in bulk is something that Catch does really well.
The Tollies take a more traditional approach to shopping.
Right. Oh, you needed the mini correction markers.
Braving the in-store rush.
I like to see, and also the girls like to, see exactly what they like.
At Kmart, they scored pencil cases and highlighter sets for 20 cents and $6 school shoes, while at Big W, lunchboxes are half price and polo shirts are only $2.25.
You want to make sure that you're getting the best price for everything.
Coles, Woolworths and Aldi are also offering great discounts on stationery and snacks. Georgia Holland, 7 News.